Hey everybody, Monty Reed here, and today I'm going to do some instant chili. I'm going to make some for me to eat right now, but I'm also going to do up a quick jar meal. And what I like to do is, you can just do it with instant pinto beans. You can use any of our beans, and I've done chilies with all the different instant beans we have. But today I'm just going to use pinto beans because I want to make it quick. And you can use just the beans, a little chili powder, cumin, and chef's choice, or you can thrive it up a bit. And I found that one of the superfoods, celery, reduces cholesterol, and that's one of the issues I'm dealing with. And by the way, after 6 months of increasing my consumption of beans and celery, my cholesterol is now normal. Woohoo! So I'm going to keep it up. And I'm also going to throw in some spinach, and of course, gotta have onions in there. And in case you've ever wondered, how do I get this thing started? I open it up and there's this thing in here. What do I do? One of the easiest ways I've found is to just grip the bottle and put your thumb on here and fingers here and thumb, and I push and pull at the same time, and that pops off. Remove that. And I like to, actually with this you don't have to pull that out because of the lid. You just snap it back on. So you can leave that. Now I realize the oxygen absorber after you open it doesn't do anything, so we just go ahead and pop that out. Now, a little bit of chef's choice on the bottom. And if you're doing a jar meal, one of the benefits of jar meals is to be able to do a bunch of jar meals all at the same time. So in the same time and effort it would have taken to do one, you can get several done. And for me, I like to throw chili peppers in there, but my daughter does like to have some of the instant chili, so I got to make sure that I mark this so she doesn't accidentally get this, because my daughter and my wife don't do chili peppers. So these are for me and people who are okay with chili peppers. I mean, it's chili after all, right? And then we got to sneak in some of the spinach. It's like, where's the room for the beans? There we go. And now, put in the beans. Cooking one-handed. That could be good for the blooper reel, I guess. And now we're going to do bit of cumin. That's what gives it that chili flavor. A little bit of chili powder for each one. That kind of depends on how spicy you want it. And then I've got my bowl that I'm making for now. I'll throw in some extra chili peppers there for me. Extra celery. Onions. And then one of the secret ingredients is the classic tomato sauce for your chili. There, that's going to be my lunch. So the rest of these we'll go ahead and put the lid on. And store these up. These are the Thrive Single Serve Magic Instant Chilies. So this is going to taste better than one of those canned chilies. And it takes about the same amount of time to cook this as it does to heat up one of those cans of chili, because the beans have been soaked and drained and fully cooked and then freeze dried. And so the amount of time it takes for you to heat up a can of canned chili that's full of, got tons and tons of salt, you can have this instant chili. And depending on your spices, you know, if you go with the base here, sodium 0, why? One ingredient. Pinto beans. Makes it pretty simple. You know, when you only have one ingredient in the food, the only thing in the food is food, you're going to have healthy labels. So, of course, there's a little salt in the tomato sauce, and there's salt in the chef's choice. But you can use fake salt. You can use other seasonings. You could just skip the... You could skip the salt altogether and just go for a 0 salt and go with the chili powder and cumin. So let's add some hot water and see how this tastes. Let's pop that in the microwave. About 5 minutes. It should be ready to go. Clean up this quick. Traditional chili take, well, when I was growing up, take 2 or 3 days to make chili. I mean, we'd cook it all day long. You know, you have to soak the beans overnight, drain them, and then start cooking. And, you know, it'd be at least 2 hours to get it soft and get all the flavors mixed. Here, you know, probably 10 minutes to make some for me and to have some extra jar meals for later. And it looks pretty. I mean, if you wanted it to look really pretty, you put all the powders at the bottom, because when this travels around, the powders are going to fall. And if you want simple to keep the layers looking good, then you put the tomato powder at the bottom, the chef's choice, and then you put the different ingredients, the smallest at the bottom and biggest, so that you put the beans in last. So, because if you put the powder in there at the top, you can see how that starts to fall down, and then it doesn't have the layer separation, so it's not as pretty when it shakes a little bit. So I like to use a Dymo labeler and throw that label on there so people can see what we got. There's my chili. There's my instant 5-minute chili. Now these beans are firm. If you want them soft like they come in the can, you're going to probably need to cook it for another 5 to 8 minutes to get them really soft. And season to taste. I think I need more chili peppers. It's a nice garnish too. And of course, if you have the dried cheese, I recommend it. You can just sprinkle that on dry, and that mixes in really well. But also you can take a little bit of the cheese like I did last night and put it in here and put about half, just enough water to go up to half, put the lid on and tumble it, and now this is just like shredded cheese. It has the same texture, it's soft, and it melts really well to throw that on top of your chili. So that refreshed cheese is going to be a lot nicer to throw on top of your chili. And I like this because we only have to have around the amount of shredded cheese we're going to use. And a lot of times if you buy a package of shredded cheese, you're in danger of it getting moldy before you use it all. This is Monty Reed for Thrive Life, and this is the Instant Chili Single Serve Magic. Have a great day.